From October through December of 2017, California was struck by terrible wildfires. The fire spread so swiftly that many were forced to flee with only the clothes on their backs. Due to the burning of vital infrastructure, many forms of communication were incapacitated by the ensuing fires. This also proved to be a large problem for the fire response and communication with the affected areas. And that's where our next award winners come in. Jim Price and Lee Rominger are amateur radio operators, also known as HAMs, serving in the Auxiliary Communications Service with the California Office of Emergency Services, also known as Cal-OES. Jim Price has been volunteering in public service since his 20s. He's had his amateur radio license for more than 35 years, was a volunteer firefighter for 15 years, and has volunteered for the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, CAL FIRE, and now with Cal-OES. Lee Rominger has been an amateur radio operator for 30 years, served in the Navy, worked 30 years for the federal government as electronics maintenance, and has volunteered for CAL FIRE, Sacramento County Sheriff's Department, and the American Red Cross. During the October 2017 wildfires, Jim and Lee were assigned to the State Operations Communications Center at Cal-OES. They played a pivotal role in receiving and relaying critical information from amateur radio operators in the field to the State Operations Center, which was coordinating the response. Since there were so many cell phone towers out of service, it was clear that amateur radio would be the only means of communication for many. They were able to provide to the State Operations Center updated shelter information about those displaced by the fires, and intel about communication equipment losses, in some cases before others were aware of the loss. Today we honor the Cal-OES Auxiliary Communication Service, the amateur radio volunteers that have shown an extraordinary commitment to affected communities during a response to a California disaster. To accept this award on behalf of the many amateur radio volunteers who have made this program what it is today are two of their outstanding volunteers, Mr. Jim Price and Mr. Lee Rominger. Thank you for your service.